it's looking like a bit of a bomb site here, but it's a bomb site that's going to bring us some beavers. Hayley, thanks for coming on today. You work with Derek Gow, one of our project partners. Tell us a little bit about how the beavers are going to be moved here, because we can't just get them in the back of a transit and turf them out on a Thursday night.
No, of course not. So we'll translocate beavers from different situations depending. So some of the beavers get trapped in Scotland when there's conflict. So when there is conflict between a landowner or a farmer and some of the wild beavers up there, it gives us kind of a window of time to take them before lethal control starts being considered in that situation, and then we can move them to projects like this.
So that's relocating them basically in the UK.
Exactly, relocating them in the UK.
So
exactly.
There's a chance we might get relocated beavers, some Scottish beavers here.
Yeah, a big chance. And the other option is that they might be from other projects like this. So there'll be 2 adults put into an enclosure, and then they'll produce offspring. And then when the kind of offspring from a few years ago get to dispersal age, they'll need to be taken out to avoid conflict between family members. And then they'll get brought to projects like this, paired up. Obviously, not the siblings, they'll get paired up with other beavers to increase genetic diversity.
And obviously, to protect the environment, people and the wildlife, this is a process that goes through a lot of licensing and regulation.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. So to get beavers in an enclosure or back in the wild, completely wild, you need to go through a process with Natural England. You need to put in expression of interest for your project, and then you need to properly apply, and then they'll review it, and they'll come and ask more questions and do site visits. So it's a whole procedure, and it's very thoroughly done to make sure that it's in the best interest of the environment, the people and the beavers as well.
When the beavers arrive and we put them into our enclosure, it doesn't stop there. They need to be monitored constantly.
Yes, definitely. So we have the lovely Grace on our team who's going to be helping with that, and some volunteers. And it's basically to make sure that the beavers are doing well. We need to keep track of the numbers as well, if there's any kits. We need to make sure that they're not damming in kind of inconvenient places, or that any unwanted kind of flooding will occur. The people will be trained up, get their licenses from Natural England, and be able to keep track of what's going on inside the enclosure as well.
The downside of all of that is that they're so shy.
Yes,
that you
exactly.
have to monitor an animal that you
elusive.
very rarely get to see, unless of course it's on one of our camera traps, and we'll be using those to good effect.
Yes, exactly. I think that's going to be one of the main ways that we can see them as well, and it's quite a giveaway where their lodges are as well, so you know where there's going to be activity, and maybe you can set up a hide or something like that. And you do often see them sometimes at dusk. If you know where they are, if you stay very still and very quiet. So
it's very exciting though, isn't it, bringing beavers to this part of the UK for the first time?
Yes, definitely. I think it's an amazing project, and maybe in the future we see them leave the enclosure and continue to grow in this area of the country as well.
Okay. We'll obviously have to run a raffle for naming the beavers.
Yes, I know. I think people will be very keen to do that.
I know. Dale and Chris. No, probably not. Probably not.